Hey everybody, we're back with more Snatcher for the Sega CD. We are back at Junker headquarters. We're gonna talk to the characters. We already talked to Mika out there. Miku or Mika? I think it's Mika. Miku is from Fatal Frame, that game. That's Mika. So we're gonna talk to the other two characters, the Chief and Harry. Excuse me, see if we get any more dialogue, and then we're going to check the Jordan computer out. Look at the Chief. What are you staring at? Don't you ever calm down? We've already looked at this stuff. I don't think there's going to be anything new. It's a night view of Neo Kobe. Of course, there's a thorn hidden behind all this beauty, a thorn known as the Snatchers. The latest information from data networks all over the world is collected here. Excuse me. So I think a lot of what happens is when you have these multiple conversations with the people, if you go through the dialogues all over again, which you're going to be tempted to do, you'll get one of the different variations on looking at Chief, which there's probably like at least maybe 3 or so variations for each thing. Say, Sofa, are you tired? So we've probably seen that before, maybe not, but there's various things that you'll hear if you click it a few times. It appears to be a picture of a vase. There are no references in my data to such a painting. Okay. Say Chaos Sofa, which automatically adjusts its internal pressure to the size and weight of the person sitting on it. Hey, that's a very precious painting, don't touch it. This is constructed with auto tint glass. Seed, I've got no time for your stupid jokes. Alright, let's talk to him. Investigative procedure. About this outer heaven, Gibson is known to have visited there frequently. You should ask around, see if anybody there knows anything. Okay. So Gibson was trying to identify the Snatcher's weak point. Anything else? That makes it likely that they had him silenced. Exactly. See, don't let Gibson's death be for nothing. Okay. Katrina, what do you think? Pretty cute daughter, huh? I want you to help her out as best as you can from here on out, Seed. So yeah, look at the Chief. He's supposed to be 20 years old. He's not 20 years old. Dude's like 40-something. Maybe even 50-something. I think the manual literally said he was like in his 20s. There's no way that guy's in his 20s. That's the informant that Gibson was using, only he knew anything about him. Plato's Cavern, never heard of it. It's practically a symbol of this entire city. It's apparently a much more open place than I thought. Outer heaven. Outer heaven, do they have an inner heaven too? Only when you go in. Okay, I guess we're done with that. I could show him the photo. Photo of Gibson, huh? Why don't you use this and start asking questions? You need to find out what he was up to. See my sweet mask? See, stop playing with things like that and get on with your investigation. Alright. So there's nothing else in the detective room. The shooting range is the same. We'll go to the engineering. There's Harry. This is engineering. I put the bottle away. I'll just pretend you're Jean and do the best I can. Oh, that's nice. I know I've met this guy somewhere. Who is this? Some late 20th century pop star? What's wrong with it? There'll never be another star like her. Pretty cute, huh? Even at Even a crusty old guy like me was once cute. There was a bottle of brandy on the desk. It is the one that Harry was drinking. I don't see it. It's the bottle that has Napoleon's video phone number on it. Fumbling over my words. Better not show him a picture of Jean or Jean. Alright, let's investigate. Harry. You must really be getting desperate with your investigation. Poster. Judging from the chemical structure of the inks used in the printing process, I would estimate this poster dates from at least 1/2 century ago. You can't see his parents' faces. Nope. Napoleon's video phone number is written on the label. It's 39-5644. About Gibson. Just a little farther, he was almost there, the poor guy. Katrina, the poor girl. After Jean lost his wife, he put everything into his work. Katrina must have been really lonely. That's why she took that model job. She had to have something to help her over it. Okay. Napoleon. An informant. What do you know? Jean was using one of those, was he? Plato's Cavern. Plato's Cavern. I've heard of that somewhere. It's the name of the post-war black market. Oh, really? I'll have to go take a look at one of those these days. I'm sure you'll like it, Harry. Outer Heaven. What are you saying, boy? I'm not headed to heaven anytime soon. Okay. So really nothing else we can do here, I don't guess. Just a little further. I think he means like before he could like retire. To tell you the truth, I don't have the slightest. Okay. I don't think there's anything I got to show him. Don't want to show him the photo. It'd just be the mask. Let's see what he thinks of my Easter Island mask. You're still just a kid, aren't you? Okay. Alright, let's move on to Jordan. The computer room. This is the computer room. Alright. Let's make a quick save. Well, a real save, I should say. Okay, use Jordan. I am Jordan, Junker Headquarters Host AI Computer System. Please insert your ID card. Use card. In the slot she goes. User confirmed as Gillian Seed. Welcome to Jordan. What sort of information do you need? Okay. So, I got some names here that we can look up. A couple names. Let's look up Bakery. There was a Rick Bakery. He makes the masks. We can create the montage. That's our objective here. So let's see if we can find out any information on the guy that makes the masks. Hopefully we can. No match named. Let me try just Rick. Cannot execute request. Well, that's not cool. Alright, Isabella. Isabella. Isabella Velvet, age 24, height 125 centimeters, blood type O positive. What's your horoscope? Popular actress in holographic and virtual reality movies, seen dancing at Club Outer Heaven by director Ridley Scotty, and made debut in one of his works. Nice. Ridley Scott. Won Best Actress Award at Kobe International Film Festival in 2045. Special Judges Award at Cannes in 2046. Nominated for Best Actress Academy Award in 2046 and 47. Holographic appearances. Independent Proposition 2044. Kiss of the Honeybee 2045. The Other Side of Sadness 2046. And a virtual reality appearances. Catch Her in the Rye. Catch Her in the Rye 2045. Star Luster 2046. Naked Pistol 2046. Nice. I'm going to try Rick one more time here. Full name. I don't know if you're supposed to do spaces. It just seems like they would have written some information about this guy. Nope. Okay, they didn't. Okay. So what we will do here now, we also have Isabella's number. We can call her. It's kind of a little extra, not an Easter egg necessarily. You do have to ask her, you know, for her number like 8 times, so it sort of is, but we'll go ahead and do the montage here. Montage mode. Select facial parts to assemble complete likeness. Metal Gear. Alright, let's try constructing a montage photograph of the suspect. You can use the scan database command to search for possible matches when completed. Quit, scan, facial shape, eyes, nose, mouth, hairstyle. Okay, we can't scan for anything until we do something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. Okay. So we'll start with face shape. Isabella said the guy had sort of a bony look, didn't she? Okay, at least they did give you the keyword. Which one? Okay. I took note of which is the correct shapes just for time's sake. So I already know what they are. I've already played this game, so. So the facial shape you want should be number 3. I would actually say number 5 looks more bony, but it looks like it's number 3. Facial shape number 3. What if we try to scan? Gilligan, this isn't enough data. You're still not finished. You can't call this a face. Very true. Okay, eyes. Okay, so the eyes, let me back out of that again. Nope, I can't. The eyes should be number 6. They were supposed to be slanty. And then the nose. What kind of nose did Isabella say he had? This is really confusing. So she said pointy. So that would be number 1. Mouth. Okay, mouth is 3. It was thin. I'm really baffled here. It was thin lips, so number 3 is the thinnest. And then hairstyle should be number 2. Flowing to the back, she said. Naturally flowing, I think that's what she said. I would probably pick number 3, but yeah, well, it did say flowing to the back of the head and that they had a widow's peak, so number 2 has a widow's peak. Now let's scan. The Alpha 1 network will be searched for possible matches. Possible match located. Alright, we did it. Good work, Gillian. This can definitely take you a few tips to do if you just try to do it blind. It did when I first played the game. I was here for a while trying to get this. 2 possible matches for montage photograph located. Possibility number 1, probability of match 70%. It's pretty high. Ivan Rodriguez, air surfer, amateur. Air surfer, 27 years old. Address 5-22 South Iteoda, SN. District, SN District. Caution, non-municipal data administration district. Could be dangerous. Possibility number 2, probability of match 65%, displaying data. Freddie Nielsen, taxi driver, no company affiliation, 29 years old. Address, Dormintor Akamoto, apartment number 202, 3-78, New Okamoto, MR District. Family, wife, Lisa, age 25. Okay. Now printing montage photograph. Gillian, the montage has been printed. Now we're in business. It's a simple 2-dimensional rendering of Jordan's 3-dimensional data, but it should prove useful anyway. Well, we've got their addresses. Shall we pay these gentlemen a visit? One of these men is no doubt the Snatcher who killed Jean. Okay. We've almost got him now. Let's go investigate the suspects. After we make a save. Alright. Alright, let's give Isabella Velvet a call. We got her phone number. Just bear with me a moment. Okay. So Isabella's number is 39. They all seem to start with 39. Plato's Cavern started with 69. 39 6004. What's up, girl? Recorded message. Hi, I'm Stella, the Stegosaurus. Thanks for calling. Will you be my friend? Excuse me. Wah, 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 wah. Damn, I've been had. You were deceived. Women will do that if you give them the chance. Phooey on them. It's just a little gag you can do. Alright. Let me erase some of my notes here. If you will bear with me. We'll keep her phone number. I've got Jamie's phone number. I kept Konami's for whatever reason. Plato's Cavern, Isabel Velvet, Napoleon. Every time you call him, I think you have to give him one of those secret answers as a password. And then he'll finally go and meet you. Alright. Let me look back at some other notes here. Alright, let's actually look at the computer again and see if we can look up these people by their names. I was really disappointed we couldn't look up the Rick Bakery to learn about more about the guy who made the masks that you wear at Outer Heaven. It's like, I feel like that dude, even if he's an unseen character, he deserved a little bit of a write-up for the lore of the game. Just my opinion. Right. So we're going to look up, we'll just try Ivan and see what happens. Nice. Okay. So this is going to give us the same information, I guess. Family, none. So that guy has no family. And then Freddy, like Freddy Krueger. Okay, he's got a wife named Lisa. Let's try looking her up. Maybe she's got some, scoop the tea on her. There she is. Housewife, age 25, same address. Husband, Freddy, age 29. Alright. Well, at least we know what she looks like. Okay, so we should have 2 locations that we can go to now. Ivan's apartment and this Freddy dude. We'll go to Ivan's first. Let's go ahead and do that. Or head that direction. We don't need to talk to anybody else here, so we can just move directly to the front, and then we can go from there to the turbocycle. Mika. Hi Gillian, how's the investigation going? Nothing really new to ask or say to her. Alright, off to the turbocycle. See you later, Gillian. So from here we can go at headquarters. We can go to our apartment. We can go to Gibson's house, our partner. Back to the Alton Plaza where we meet with Napoleon. Outer Heaven, the club. Plato's Cavern where we got the mask. Now we have Ivan's apartment and Freddy's. So we'll just start with Ivan's since it's first on the list. Off we go. It's hard to tell if we're going on the ground or are we flying in the air. It's not really clear necessarily. Okay. This is Ivan Rodriguez's neighborhood. According to the data in Jordan, this should be his neighborhood. This place is a real slum. District data reveal retrieval networks haven't been installed in this area. As such, there is virtually no data on the area in the Alpha 1 network. This region is almost completely isolated. Okay. Let's make a save. Oops. Went to the video phone. Excuse me. Spam the use button. Alright, let's look around here. Building. I wonder if anybody is actually living in this area. Well, there's 3 people standing right there. The place is utterly filthy. There are a few Freemen here. Gordon Freemans or Morgan Freemans? There's a difference. Freemen? What are they? Their actual lifestyle is not unlike that of the homeless. See, they are gathered around a fire. How are they different from the homeless? Unlike the less fortunate, these people have chosen to live like this, often leaving good jobs to do so. It appears to be a form of rebellion towards the over-control of information by the central authorities. They are one of Neil Kobe's biggest problems. Maybe they know something. Why don't we ask them? Open fire. They appear to be burning something in an empty barrel. Well, it gets pretty cold at night this time of the year. Okay. There appear to be some modifications to the structure. It is in violation of building codes. Under these conditions, it is impossible to maintain accurate data on who is living where. What? You actually want me to investigate him? That's right. Please, Gillian, be responsible. Be careful. Hazardous smoke is always being emitted by the fire. That's because they probably burn anything they find around here. These abandoned cars are probably next. Maybe. Ask about Ivan. Hey, you guys. What? I need to talk to you. Yeah? Could you tell me anything you know about a man named Ivan Rodriguez? Was there anybody here named that around here? You lie to me and you'll live to regret it. Now, calm yourself. I'm trying to remember. Well, can you recall anything? Not yet. Who's that? Okay, nobody knows who Gibson is. Have you heard anything about Snatchers in this area? Snatchers? Don't be stupid. Even if there were any around here, you'd think they'd come after us? How long have you been living around here? I used to be part of that development team that put together the Alpha 1 network. So you were a programmer, huh? What happened? One day I took a peek at some secret data in Alpha 1. That's impossible. Security on the system is. It was possible for me. Anyhow, I saw enough garbage and scum on people and this society in that file to last me a lifetime. People, they can sink pretty low, you know. You may be right. Why don't you become free too? Join us here. You ever get sick of it all, just drop by. I've got to get my past back before I can become free. Alpha 1 has data on the development team in there. Take a look at it when you get a chance. Good information, I guess. Search for Ivan. Where would we even begin to look for him around here? Show him photo. Is it something happened? Okay, doesn't know. Photo of montage. Do you know this man? That's that idiot Ivan. Yeah, that's the fool himself. Okay. Now maybe I can talk to them about Ivan? No? Where does Ivan live? He's in apartment 301. There you go. Of this building. That's the kid with that weird board thing. You mean the guy who's into Sky, don't you? I hear he's always surfing. Oh, that guy, huh? I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about. Okay, let's just Just make sure there's nothing in here to ask or do. Okay, so now we have an option to move to the apartment, which we probably wouldn't have had until we got all that information out of them. Let's go ahead and make a save. Making good progress. Alright guys, I will stop this video here, and in the next video we will head up to Ivan's apartment and see what we can find out about him. Alright, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you there. Bye.